Number 21, Mitch Ferguson.
Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Now let's take a look at the rookie rankings. As we hit the halfway mark in the regular season, here's who has taken the lead in the Rookie of the Year race. So far this season, he's been rock solid, helping out his team and turning in strong performances that have earned him the 4th spot.
And that's a pretty solid position at number 4. Will he be higher or lower on that list once the season ends?
Well, you know, he's got the potential to be higher. I mean, it's just really a matter of how his body holds up. The rest of the season, as we well know, is going to be a grind.
Now let's check out our starters for Montreal. We've got Walker, and it's Rollins in at the center position. And for Tampa, we've got Davis, and it's Wells in at the power forward position. Clark, you gotta love an old-fashioned Eastern Conference brawl.
Oh, man, I tell you, when you get two powerhouse teams together from the East, it just has a different feel to it. It's just different. Almost like rewinding the clock and going back to the future a bit.
Here's Cowboy. Walker with a steal. Here's Weber. And he jams it home with authority.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
To the right side. Pass to Walker. Here's Red Hot. Walker sets a screen. Knocks down the triple.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's the mayor. 11 feet out. Uses the glass to drop it in.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Now here's Walker. To the inside. Out to Wood. The fadeaway. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player.
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Here's Ferguson. Montreal getting their last shot to go. Here's the mayor. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. For Montreal, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Montreal shooting their first free throws here for the night. That's good from Wood. And Tampa making a change here. Wood hits them both. Here's Cowboy. 15 in his last outing. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's the mayor. Pass to Ferguson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Cowboy. That three's off the mark. Montreal leading by 5. Over to the left wing. And here's Walker. They set the screen. Pass to Rollins. Wood with it. The rebound by Cowboy. For Tampa, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's the mayor. Plenty of room to knock down that one. The mayor's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Pass to Red Hot. Now Walker. Inside. Here's Weber. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Weber's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Wells. Walker covering. Pass to the mayor. Pulls up, high post. No good that time.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Walker passes to Weber. Offensive rebound. Rollins. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Montreal.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
What do you think of the possibility of the All-Star game changing its format to be USA versus the world, Clark?
I would love anything that would help the All-Star game be a little bit more competitive, BA. I love the showmanship. I like the entertainment value, but I want to see some real hooping too. So if we could do that in whatever format, I'm all for it. Sign me up right now.
And so here's Montreal after the basket by Tampa. Wood outside. Pass to Rollins. Here's Weber. Montreal again missing.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Here's Hamilton. Buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Montreal leading by 3. Weber passes to Rollins. Now Wood. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Hamilton. Here's Marion. It's blocked. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Wood outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the first. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First free throw is good. And Montreal making a change here. And that's good as he hits both shots. For Tampa, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Pass to Wells. Here's Hamilton. Jacks up a three. Rebound Montreal.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
Plenty of heart and hustle in that regard. I mean, they made sure to hit the glass hard and often.
Here's Walsh. No points yet. Wood left side. Here's Weber. Rebounded by Marion.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Wells. And it's good for two.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And it's Wood with the ball for Montreal. Leading by 5. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Pass to Hamilton. Here's Wells. Beyond the arc. Shot by Hamilton, no good. Montreal leading by 7. The drive by Wood. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wood's got 8.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And so it's Montreal. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from Montreal?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And it's Marion in at center, filling out the middle. Nails it from beyond the arc. Well, Montreal shooting an efficient 57% tonight. And for Montreal, we've got Walker, and it's Walsh in at the 3 slot. Pass to Black Hole. Here's B. Outside Walker. Here's Walsh. Yet to see a basket. Unloads. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
McConnell with it. Here's Caver. Walker covering. Outside for McConnell. Pass to Hamilton. Rebound Montreal. This, their first chance to take a look at Tampa this season.
Now, this team swept them in the season series, but that was before they somehow stepped up and flipped that trend in the playoffs.
Here's Black Hole. Here's ABC. Here's B. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. And he gets that one. Hamilton's got 5.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Outside Walker. Pass to Walsh. Outside Walker. Here's B. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, B.A. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate, and anticipate, but there's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
And he's good on the second. For Tampa, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Wells. Here's Hamilton. Here's Wells. Takes one from 10 feet. Walker pulls down the board. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Knocked away. Here's B. Montreal again missing. Tampa is shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Marion dumps it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch. When you can make adjustments to the shot in mid-air and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
And Montreal making a change here.
Shooting for Montreal. Tool at the line for 1.
And the free throw, no good. For Tampa, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. The Mayor passes to Davis. Pass to McConnell. Here's Hamilton, 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Mayor. Money from the wing. The Mayor's got 8. Montreal leading by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Red Hot. Launches a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Red Hot's got his second basket of the game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's the Mayor. Rebound Montreal. And that's the first of just 2 home games for him. Here's Walsh. He's marked by McConnell. Here's B. And Montreal hits again from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's the Mayor. Give him 8 points now. From deep. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Here's B. And Montreal hits again from deep.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, the NBA draft is now split over 2 days. Commissioner Adam Silver said second-round picks have become increasingly important, and this allows teams more time between those picks, as well as a chance to reassess after the first round. Also, given the level of interest, it merited primetime coverage and exposure.
All right, Allie, thank you. It's been a hit. For Tampa, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. To the left side wing. Davis, the pass to Ferguson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
One shot.
And that one misses. Montreal leading by 12. Here's Wood. Wood with the stuff.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Cowboy. Pass to the mayor.
Montreal foul call. Rollins. First personal foul, second team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Line for Tampa. Number 3. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Wood outside. Pass to Walker. Here's Weber. Here's Red Hot. 6 points for him. 6 to shoot. Wood left side. Cleared away by Wells.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take
Remaining in the
advantage.
first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Cowboy. Down low. It's picked off. A minute 50 left in the first half of this game. To the paint. Pass to Red Hot. Here's Weber. Goes up from the top of the key. That one rolls around and rims out.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
1:19 left in the second period. That one's good for 2.
You know, this quarter, they've done a really good job of attacking inside and controlling the pace.
This will be his third free throw of the game.
At the line for Montreal, Weber. 1 shot.
Shooting one.
For Tampa, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Ferguson, pass to the mayor. 1:05 left in the first half. 5 on the clock. And that one's long. And so it's Wood who brings up the ball for Montreal. It's stolen away. In transition, here they come. 19-footer. And the basket by Cowboy.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
Pass to Weber. Driving in.
Tampa foul. Ferguson. First personal foul, 4th team foul.
He's made all of his free throws to this point. 3 of 3.
2 shots.
Relax on the first.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw is good. Here's the mayor. 10 points for him. Pass to Cowboy. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of this one. Clock at 6. Ferguson gets the bucket. Ferguson's got 7 points in the game.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the three ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
The three from Wood. He can't hit that time. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Montreal on top, up by 11. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot. Nice try. Give it up for the participant.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
One of my favorite cities, man, Montreal, man. They're a club that nobody wants to face right now. A lot of people thought they'd be outside the playoff picture. Well, think again. The way they're playing, they look like the team to beat.
And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for Montreal.
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that, Shaq, I'm gonna let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1-2. 1-2, 1-2 in the place to be. Most definitely, they seize the paint like a MIC. Me and Ernie and Kenny.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And here's Tampa now. They trail by 11. We've got Davis, and it's Ferguson in at the three. Here's the mayor. Steps back and shoots. Rebound Montreal. Rollins has got his fourth rebound in this one. And for Montreal, we've got Weber, and it's Weber in at the shooting guard.
Man, good whistle there. Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He's off on the second. Tampa is shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Here's the mayor. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Montreal leading by 12. Here's Red Hot. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Red Hot's gotten his third basket of the night. Here's Tampa. That game will be the third of 5 at home. Pass to Ferguson. the key. Shot clock at 6. Count the basket. Ferguson's got 9 points. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Here's Red Hot. Wood outside. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season.
Boy, they do an excellent job offensively. Most of the season last year, they were really in sync. A nice flow and rhythm to their offensive game. But anytime you score the points they did, it's about unselfishness and trusting each other.
And he makes a first, and Tampa making a change here. Wood hits them both. Here's the mayor. He's got 10. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Sinks it from distance. 13 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Wood. 12 points for him. Misses in close. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Ferguson, pass to the mayor. And Tampa hits again from deep.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Wood outside. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Red Hot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Pass to the mayor. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Shot from 12, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. The mayor's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Wood left side.
Tampa foul. Davis. Second personal foul. Third team
He's had
foul.
4 chances at the line. He's made them all.
Shooting for Montreal. Wood at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Wood hits them both.
Hey, when you start locking it down at the line, good things tend to happen.
And Tampa calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's the mayor. 18 points for him. Pass to Ferguson. And again, no good by Tampa.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Rollins. Wood inside. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Wells.
Montreal foul. Walker.
And Montreal making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Hamilton. 5 points in the game. Crafty move. Pass to Caver. 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, no good. And it's Montreal's ball. A big stretch here going. 10 to 2. Wood, right side. Tries it from the top of the key. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
Goes to Montreal.
And here's the upcoming schedule for Montreal. On Tuesday, and then on Sunday.
And that game against Austin, it will be the 9th bit of action for them during the young season. Every game a step closer to the finish line.
And Tampa making a change here. McConnell's checked in. ABC, the pass to Black Hole. 6 to shoot. Here's Wood. Oh, another miss by Wood. For Tampa, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Hamilton. Outside Davis. He puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Rollins. Rollins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Wood outside. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Wood's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Davis with a screen on Wood. Here's Hamilton. Here's Davis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Montreal?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that, a team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And he sinks the second. And it's Wood with the ball for Montreal. Pass to Walsh. Back to Wood.
2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. From downtown, it's hauled in by McConnell. Tampa is shooting about 40% so far in the third. Now here's Davis. Back to McConnell. Pass to Ferguson. They set a pick. Here's Hamilton. And again, no good by Tampa.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Black Hole. Now Wood. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Foul. 4th team foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
And he's made all of his 6 tries at the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Good on the second one.
Good physicality from him in the second half, earning more trips to the line.
Pass to the natural. Here's Hamilton, guarded by Wood. Here's the natural. Here's Hamilton. He's got 5. Over Wood. Hamilton with the bucket. Hamilton's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Walsh. The shot. Montreal again missing.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Hamilton, guarded by Wood. And here's the fast break. Here's ABC. Wood left side. With 1 on the clock. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Montreal with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back after this word. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's McConnell in at the 2. Here's B to the wing on the left. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
First team foul. Shooting for Montreal. Number 2. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Tampa is shooting at 45% of the game so far. Here's the natural. The layup misses.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's McConnell. Pass to Marion. Intercepted. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's B. Hey, from beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. Here's the natural. He shoots. And it's ABC with a rebound. There's a screen to the middle. Deflected. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. The three. Nails it from three.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's McConnell. Here's Hamilton. And a missed layup. Pass to Black Hole. Here's B. And there's the screen. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
McConnell outside. The baseline J is on the way. Hamilton with the bucket. Hamilton's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's just that good, guys. Sometimes even the best defense can't stop him.
Pass to Walsh. Here's ABC. Here's B. He buries it from three.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
For Tampa, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Hamilton. Back to McConnell. Clock at 6. Hamilton with the bucket.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
Montreal leading by 16. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And some changes here for Montreal. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Rollins. Here's Red Hot. Here's Weber. There's a screen. The three is up. He's off on that one.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's the mayor. Shot's blocked. Here's the break. Moving it up.
Tampa foul. Wells. First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for Montreal, Weber. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. For Tampa, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Ferguson, pass to Davis. Here's the Mayor. Here's Cowboy. And there's a pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Weber pulls it in. Montreal leading by 18. Wood outside. Here's Weber. Fires from deep. On target from range.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's Cowboy. Here's Wells. Ferguson, pass to Davis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Pass to Rollins. Wood outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Third team foul. At the line for Montreal, Wood. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Wood. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, B.A. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Wood hits them both. Here's Wells. Pass to the Mayor. Here's Cowboy. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Mayor. Red Hot pulls it in. Red Hot's got 5 rebounds in the game. Wood left side.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And Tampa making a change here.
Wood taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Wood. Wood hits them both. And you see player training methods, Grant, a lot more than just running and getting shots up.
And you know, B.A., what interests me, players not just training their bodies better than ever, but also their minds. They're working on hand-eye coordination drills and just all kinds of stuff to enhance their reflexes. Not the most effective pick, but he salvages the play with a terrific move.
Knocked loose. In transition, here they come. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Tampa, Hamilton taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Montreal leading by 19. Pass to ABC. A minute and a half left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's B. Oh, from deep. And the rebound goes to Tampa. Marion's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. This one for 3. Rebound Montreal. Here's B. One constant in the NBA, Clark, the constant movement of players.
Yeah, and I think you've got to try to look at the positive side of that, the freedom that players have to play where they choose to play in many cases. I think that's the right of any employee to be able to go where they feel they can best optimize their individual and team situations. I think it allows teams to rebuild on the fly and get competitive more quickly, and I like that aspect of it. I don't like to see it overwhelming a season, but I do like the fact the players have that option and that freedom.
Marion with the bucket. Here's B. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Pass to Walsh. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Hamilton. Takes a 3. Unable to get that one. And so it's Montreal with the W. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.